The Untold Truth 369.
Grand Rising. We got another one. I want to start off by saying Grand Rising and peace and love to everything vibing high. Everything and everyone vibing high. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Whether you are an elder, my generation, or younger, peace and love to you. Peace and love to the humans vibing high. I know some of you are starting to wake up. So peace and love to everything and everyone vibing high. Peace and love. So, what I want to talk to y'all about today is a little bit about some more spiritual laws. I'm going to talk a little bit about some spiritual laws today and some spiritual laws I just found out about on tomorrow's episode. But I was doing some research on cosmic laws and bumped into this information. Well, not the information I'm about to tell y'all now, but the new information I'm going to tell y'all on tomorrow's episode. But welcome to the Untold Truth 369, where we talk about the untold truth. The things that they try to hide from the masses to keep us low in frequency. That's what this platform is about. To raise your vibrational level. To open your eyes furthermore. To give you a little bit of hope and a glimpse on the near future. You know? But what we're going to talk about today, a little bit about today, is the 12 laws of karma. That's what we're going to talk about today. Man, I got to turn that heat off. Jeez. 12 laws of karma. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the laws of karma, but I know you know about karma, or at least an idea of what karma is. Karma is basically what you put into the world, you're going to get back. You reap what you sow. Karma. It has to deal with the law of attraction too, because whatever frequency you vibrate on, that's what you attracted to your life. But we're going to talk about the 12 laws of karma. I feel like they're very important to know. Anything I drop on this channel, I feel like it's of important significance to know. And I'm not gonna tell you no bullshit. You know, like I said, everything I'm telling you, you could do your own research on. It ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to me really. I'm just trying to help you guys wake up, as well as further push myself along my spiritual journey as well. But we're going to start with the first one, and it's called the Great Law. Okay? That's number one. It's also known as the law of cause and effect. Remember when I went over the other spiritual laws, the 33 spiritual laws? One of the laws is the law of cause and effect. Okay? The energy you put out into the world, that's the energy you're going to get back. So the Great Law, that's what that basically states. So you got to be careful in how you speak to people and your thoughts. Because like I said in the previous video, your thoughts manifest into words, and your words manifest onto this physical realm. So be careful what you think about people, whether it be positive or negative. I say be careful thinking positive on some, because and I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. Like, Christians think the Bible is a positive thing, right? And they'll push that Bible till the day they die because they hard down believe in it, right? That to me is like that's like a positive, but you're thinking about it wrong. So in the end, that's still a negative. That makes about this sense. I need to quit smoking this shit, boy. I'm overthinking myself. But number one is the great law. And that is just the law of cause and effect, which is basically stating what you put into this world, you gonna get that back. Whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it's facts. Karma is energy. Karma ain't no goddamn bitch you can call on to do somebody dirty. No, karma, you can't use karma like that. No. Number two is the law of creation. The law of creation basically states that you must take action in life. You must. You cannot just sit around and expect things to happen. You have to create what you want in this life. We are creators. We are grand creators. And you must create what you want in this life. You can't sit around and expect it to come to you, as most of you motherfucking handouts are. People with their hand out all the time. In order for you to have opportunity in life, you got to create that opportunity. You can't expect that opportunity to just show up in your life when you want it to, when you need it the most. No, that's not how it works. You have to get up off your ass. And make something happen. And that's just, I don't even got to really give no example on that. That's just prime example. Like, you cannot be lazy. When have anybody ever accomplished anything being lazy? Sitting around. Without, damn, my mustache. Without somebody handing them a silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like that type of shit right there don't make sense to me. And if you think about it, America is lazy. Think about how much delivery services we got. We don't even want to go out and get our own groceries no more. We don't want to go out and get food to cook at home. We don't want to do that. The next law we got is the law of humility, right? Number 3 is humility, the law of humility. It's all about accepting that you have created the current reality through your actions and choices and the energy that you've emitted, meaning that the energy you put out into this world. You have to be willing to, and this goes hand in hand with the law of creation, because the law of humility explains that whatever you create, whether it's good or bad, you have to be you have to be responsible for that. All right? And that's a lot of things that people aren't responsible. So get in tune, man. We need to get in tune. The law of humility just states that if you go out and do somebody wrong, expect the consequences in return, okay? As a man, take it on the chin, like they say. Don't think you can fucking repent and think ain't shit coming back for you. That's not how this world works. That's not how energy works. You can't simply repent and think you good. You can't go out there and kill a man and repent about it and think you're gonna be good. It's more to it than that. It's deeper than that. On a spiritual level, y'all. But the law of humility just states that right there. That whatever you create in this life through your actions, your words, your thoughts, you have to be responsible for what you get in return and what those actions and thoughts do upon the world. You got to be responsible for that because you have created that. The law of creation states that. The next law we got, number 3 is the law of humility. Number 2 is the law of creation. And number 1 is the great law. Number 4 is the law of growth. Now, the law of growth says that there's only one thing that you can truly have control of, and that's yourself. If you want to make a positive mark on the world, don't start with what you could do externally. Okay? It's what you could do internally. To change the world, we have to start with ourselves. That's pretty much self-explanatory right there. Like, everything I said in my last video, that everything starts with self, because that's the truth. Everything starts with self. You can't sit back and just expect change. You can't sit back and expect change and put no action towards wanting that change. You know what I'm saying? For what's necessary to make that change. Just like how people want all this peace, but ain't doing shit about it. How everybody want the world to be so peaceful, but ain't nobody doing nothing to make no changes. Y'all still dwelling in a place of low energy, low vibration. Y'all still giving energy to these satanic deities or entities. I didn't mean to say deities, I meant to say entities. Still worshiping Satan every day, praising his name. Furthering yourself more from your inner self. So when are we going to wake up to that? Number 5 is the law of responsibility. And the question is, can you take responsibility for the circumstances in your life? That's the real question. That's a big word for some of you people out there. Responsibility. Can you guys be responsible for your own thoughts and actions? Or you gonna blame somebody else? Like half of y'all do. Every time you do something fucked up, you blame somebody else. So, you are uncontrollable. You don't even have control over self. So you're not going to listen to nobody. You're going to do what you want, basically. And at the end of the day, when shit go wrong for you, you're going to blame somebody else. The law of responsibility just states that you have to be responsible for the things you do in your life, because only you have control over you. Only you have control over you. So you can't want to shoot nobody, fight nobody, stab nobody, curse nobody, do any type of ill intent, have any type of ill intent over no one without you having a problem with you first. That makes sense? Can y'all be responsible for your own actions and thoughts? Is that possible for you guys? It is. Are you willing to do it? You're not. Why? I don't know. I honestly don't know why you wouldn't want better for yourself. Just because you gotta step outside your comfort zone. Gotta get in tune. Gotta get in tune, man. Wake up, wake up, wake up. But that's a big one to me, the law of responsibility. Because a lot of people don't want to be responsible for shit. For nothing. It'd be women that have babies that be irresponsible. Men that have babies that be irresponsible. People that have pets that be irresponsible. People that have plants that's irresponsible. Plants are a living thing too. Plants can hear, see, and feel. You can do your research on that too. Or I can make a video breaking all of that down too. This shit is, y'all. This is stuff that dwells in my mind every day. I'm gonna take a brief, I'm gonna come back to the laws, but just take a second to realize that all plants are living. So take that information and think like this. So if all plants are living, that means all trees are living, right? Hence to why you can ground up against a tree by hugging it or sitting under it or sitting against it with your back to the ground. With your back to it. And then hence as to why all fruit and vegetables is living food. Food that gives you energy and life. Instead versus eating shit that you find laid out in a refrigeration box with different cuts of dead meat. So what would you rather eat? Living food or dead food? Food that you don't have to season. Food that you can eat in its natural state. Some of these fruits and vegetables you can eat straight out the goddamn ground. Brush a little dirt off, but a little dirt ain't gonna hurt. 5-second rule for those who know. But anyways, that's all I wanted to point out to y'all, because it's just that simple. That type of logic right there. Plants can hear you. That's why it's also good to play music around your plants if you're growing plants. If you have a green thumb, which we all do. But it just takes practice. Everything takes practice. This is not hard. They taught us that in school, at least. Everything takes practice. That's how badly our soul didn't want to accept none of that bullshit in school. They had to drill that shit in us for 12 years. But anyways, that's a different topic too. Anyways, I don't want to keep jumping back and forth with y'all, because I want to keep y'all focused on what we talk about, which is the 12 laws of karma. And we're on number 6 right now, which is the law of connection, right? The law of connection states that everything in your life is connected. Your past, your present, your future, it's all connected. You know? Damn, I spoke the hell out of this. No action or decision is insignificant because they all are connected. And it affects who you become. Just think about it. The way you were in the past It's who you are now. It made you who you are now. Past events, you know what I'm saying? Your past trials and tribulations made you who you are right now, right? And who you are now is who you're going to be in the future, unless you make a change. But it still won't matter if you make a change. It was a change that was necessary, that is still connected to your present life. Therefore, to make a better future for yourself. It's still connected. The person you are today determines the person you're going to be tomorrow. And the person from the past is the person you are today. That is the law of connection. Everything's connected. We are all one, y'all. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And today I'm drinking this this water. Clearly Canadian. It's fire. Sparkling water. I wish it wasn't sparkling. I just wish it was just like plain water. But I'll accept sparkling water into my vessel every now and then. It's actually pretty good. It's not like those sparkling waters with a hint of flavor in it, which those aren't bad either. Like, but at that time, you're just drinking seltzer water at that time. Like, god damn. It's strong though. Like, it's like a level below Sprite. Or maybe I ain't just I'm not used to drinking like soda type products, carbonated products. I don't like what carbonation does to the body. That type of carbonation. A carbonated beverage filled with sugar. Different topic for a different day. Number 7 is the law of focus. All right. The law of focus states that you should focus on one thing at a time. Okay? Yeah, just like I said, the law of focus is to let you know to focus on one thing at a time. And this one, I myself have trouble with, because for those who believe in astrology, I am a Gemini, the sign of duality, sign of communication, air sign. So, with that being said, my mind is always, if you pay attention to my videos, you can see that my mind is always everywhere, head is always on the swivel at all times. But my mind is always thinking ahead too. But the law of focus just lets you know to focus on one thing at a time, because especially in the spiritual value, because it gives you less time to focus on being angry and being full of greed, or like being lustful and shit like that. You know, the low vibratory like emotions. Like, so just focus. Don't never give up on yourself. I would love to tell everybody that. Never give up on yourself. Ever. Like, don't ever give up on yourself. No matter how hard it gets. Never talk down on yourself. Never speak ill of yourself. Never speak ill of yourself. You know, a lot of people will be like, dang, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. What? No. Don't tell your vessel that. Just like speaking bad in affirmations too. But never talk down to yourself. Never speak no ill intent of yourself. Always speak to yourself in a positive manner. Always. Positive thoughts equals positive words, which is positive manifestation. Try as much as you could to spread peace, love, and loyalty. I'm telling you, it's going to take you much further in life. Peace, love, loyalty, and respect. Okay? Number 8 is the law of giving and hospitality. Okay? The law of giving and hospitality. It causing you to demonstrate what you believe in and become the embodiment of your genuine desires for the world. If you envision a world filled with peace and love, give peace and love. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in a world with kindness and generosity, be kind and generous. So if you want this world to be free of something on a positive aspect, then do as such. That's just as simple as it is, because that deals with karma. What you put out into this world, it's coming back to you. So imagine if everybody was just on a peaceful scale. Just, if you can, imagine how much better of a place Mother Gaia would be on this physical plane of the third dimension if we were to spread and give love and peace. Everybody, with no ill intent in their heart. How do you think the world would be? You probably can't even imagine something like that. No, because here's the type of people we are. We're gonna look for some bad shit. It's just an excuse, another excuse. No, because you got people that's gonna be like this and this and this and this. Nah, all it takes is guidance. A little bit of guidance equals change and growth. Positive guidance equals change and growth. But that's what number 8 was. The law of giving and hospitality. Number 9 is the law of here and now. What does that sound like to you? The law of here and now. Sounds like to me like what goes on here and now is something like in the moment where you can change it, or like where you can, like, you know the saying where they be like, live in the moment. So I think it has to deal with like cherishing moments that you create in life, whether it be good or bad. But it states that the true peace of mind comes from living in the present moment. And you cannot embrace the present moment if you're always looking back into the past or ahead into the future, right? Reliving the past prevents you from engaging with your life just as it is, right now. Okay? And when you constantly focus on the old, you're unable to create a future if you're focusing on the past. I always tell people, stop dwelling in the past, and they always get upset. They always grow a little bothered by me saying that, and I understand why. It's just because you don't understand how that affects you and what that does to you mentally. If you're sitting here doing shit from the 90s, right? It's 2024. You stuck doing shit. Ugh, the aftertaste though, it's a blackberry flavor too, but the beginning taste, it's fine, but that aftertaste on my tongue is, yeah, it's a little iffy. Tastes a little iffy. But if you sit there and dwell in the past, you're gonna be stuck in the past. You're not gonna be able to process things on the scale that you need to, because you're always thinking into the past. You won't have no change. You won't have no growth. Remain stagnant in life. Well, in the past. You will remain stagnant in the past until you learn to focus on the here and now. What's going on right now in front of you. In order for you to create the change to make a better future, you have to focus on the present. Okay? Number 10 is the law of change. You ever heard the phrase, history repeats itself? I'm pretty sure most of you have. Well, the law of change states that history will continue to repeat itself until you've learned the lesson you're meant to learn. Okay? In order to change the pattern of history repeating itself. Sorry guys, I'm focusing on traffic. But the law of change basically means that say you're getting into a relationship, right? And you're wondering why every man you meet, they doing the same thing to you. They dogging you out. Or vice versa, every woman you meet, she dogging you out, right? Cheating on you and all this shit, right? There was a lesson in each one of those relationships that you were supposed to learn in order to create a change with that new spouse. Okay? That's what the law of change is about. And I was just talking about that with the law of here and now. Like, you have to focus on the now in front of your face and then see the change you need to make, right? Like, damn, this happened before. Yo, I went through the same thing, yo. Like, going through the same thing with different people. And then maybe after the third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth, some of you motherfuckers don't learn. Maybe 6th time, 7th time, 8th time. Maybe after, whenever you see, What? It's going to become a time where you're going to sit down and think to yourself like, and you're going to notice a pattern from each and every one of these relationships you've been in, right? And you're going to see the same mistake that you've made in each and every one of these relationships. It is there in that moment that you need to make a change for the better, for yourself. That's what the law of change is about. Okay? And these are all the laws of karma. Alright? Number 11 is the law of patience and reward. Okay? So, the belief is consistency. Excuse me. See, that's why I don't like soda, man. I don't like non-carbonated. I don't like carbonated drinks like that. The flavor is what got me, but it is sparkling my eye. That shit, I don't like it. They could have just called it soda. Sparkling water. That's soda. But anyways, the law of patience and reward. It requires consistency, patience, and continuing to show up day after day, even when you don't see the rewards today. That will ultimately bring you joy. Okay? It'll bring you peace, and it'll bring you fulfillment. For you just being patient. That's basically what it is. For your patience, you will be rewarded in the long run. Just like that old story of the turtle and the hare. You know what I'm saying? Just simple shit like that we gotta think about. They tell us this stuff as children though, but they don't really drill it into you. But that's basically what it is. No matter how hard it gets, y'all, and remember I keep telling y'all, never give up on yourself.
Silent. Since a young and been silent. Why they kind of did loyalness?
You? I'm like maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes out.
Alright.
You ain't even up.
I am, bro. I called you like 3 times.
Oh, you did? I did ignore your calls though. Because I'm on the road.
Alright, bro.
I don't really like. Alright, man. Wake your ass up.
I'm up now.
You don't sound like it.
Bitch, I'm up. Why the hit is black?
Alright.
I heard.
So yeah, the law of patience and reward just basically states that for your patience you will be rewarded. Point blank period. Excuse me, y'all. That damn soda. There ain't no sparkling water. That's soda, y'all. They trying to be slick with the words. And the last law of karma is the law of significance and inspiration. The law of significance and inspiration. You matter. Basically. That's what it means. Like, you matter. Your voice matters. Alright? Your presence matters. And you're born with specific goals, soul contracts, right? And talents that only you possess. So some of us aren't going to be able to do the same thing as others because we all have different talents. We all have different soul contracts. We all have different purposes in this thing we call life. If you want to find out your purpose, I would tell you to look up your life path number, like I told you previously in a different video. Look up your life path number if you want to know a little bit about your purpose. It's just as simple as that. They got a famous saying that deals with this too, the law of significance and inspiration. Like saying that you matter, like come take a walk in my shoes. Only y'all can have these experiences in my life. You can't. I can tell you about them and you can somehow relate. But you won't feel the same emotions that I felt. You know what I'm saying? But every single one of us play a part as a whole, for we all are connected. All right? But you got to figure out what your gift is. So you can share that gift with the world. I would love to know what your gift is. Mine is teaching. Yours could be healing. It can be create like transmutation on the alchemic level. Being a chemist in a lab. Good with spreading joy, laughter. You never know what your gift is until you go within and focus on self. On who you want to be in life. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else. Only you. What Smokey the Bear used to say? Only you can prevent forest fires. That nigga was talking to us as a whole. But it starts with one. I mean, not with one, but it starts with you. Whole time it's their ass starting forest fires. Different topic for a different episode. Different topic for a different episode. But these are the 12 laws of karma, y'all. Number 1 is the great law. Number 2 is the law of creation. Number 3 is the law of humility. Number 4 is the law of growth. Number 5 is the law of responsibility. Number 6, the law of connection. Number 7, the law of focus. Number 8, the law of giving and hospitality. Number 9, the law of here and now. Number 10, the law of change. Number 11, the law of patience and reward. And number 12, the law of significance and inspiration. Those are your 12 laws of karma. I suggest we study up more on that. And there's not even much to study up on. It's just things that you need to abide by. That's it. In order to make a change, these are things you need to abide by. things that you need to know spiritually, on a spiritual level, because we are now in spiritual warfare. This ain't on no physical plane. They've been done. They done killed us on the physical plane. We ain't dying fast enough for them. And again, we don't die. We multiply. Now let me quit. But yeah, yo, like, we don't die. We're eternal. Eternal. Immortal. That's who we are. Hey, what they say on the Will Smith Men in Black? The best of the best of the best, sir. Man, like, we just gotta get in tune, man. We gotta get back in tune, and it's gonna be beautiful once we do, man. And for those of you who are contributing to this plane on a spiritual level in a positive manner, I love you, man. I love you. I love us. I just wish more of us would. That's all. I just wish more of us would. Because right now it's like, damn. It's getting rough. And sooner or later, y'all, it's gonna come a time where you gonna have to. You're not gonna have a choice, or you're gonna be devoured. That's all I'm gonna say. I guess that's the word I'm gonna use. Devoured, eradicated, erased, possessed, deceased, gone. Because even some of our own brothers and sisters ain't gonna make it through this warfare. They just too far gone. And either that or they just don't care. And I don't see how you don't want to care about what's going on in the world. Everything that's going on. That's smart. This motherfucker using a 2500 look like pulling the whole trailer, like a semi-trailer. Damn! I didn't know they was capable of doing that. His engine sound like it's on his last breath though, but I mean it's pulling it. But yeah, y'all, we gotta get in tune. Because the path we on right now is not looking too good for us. It's not looking too good. But we are waking up. Those of us that are. It's just excuse me. I feel sad for the ones who aren't, the ones who don't want to. Like, I feel sad for the people who know that there's information out there, don't care to look at it. Who know that there's more than a million ways to make a change positively, and don't do nothing about it. The ones who sit back and allow this to happen, those are the people I feel sad for. And that's only gonna last for but so long. Because y'all gotta realize how they attacking us spiritually on all types of levels though. Like every level they're attacking us on, and we still here. So obviously there's a change we need to make in order to break free. Haven't y'all thought about that yet? I guess not. But This has been another episode of The Untold Truth 369. And I'm your host, ChiicoDank. Peace and love.
The Untold Truth 369.